Okay, hey everybody, this is Patrick, day 2 of the 90-day video blog challenge. And today I want to talk about failure. Failure for me is a really scary word. My entire life I've dreaded and avoided failure at all costs. So that means in school I studied my ass off, make sure I never got less than an A on the tests. With women, that means generally not really approaching girls and not really, going after what I want. It means not in work. It means not taking not taking steps to make my work situation better for myself, or staying with a job that I don't really care about or that I don't like because it's safe. And that, especially that last one with the work, that led me to stay in my last job before coming here to Japan for about 5 years, because after college I joined this company, kind of finally got a job after looking for 6 months or something, and I thought, the economy is bad and I don't really have any specialized skill sets like, an engineer or like computer skills or anything like that. So I need to stick with this until I have enough skill to maybe move on to another job. I didn't have the confidence to face the possibility of failing at a new venture, doing my own business, doing anything else besides this one job. So I stuck with it for 5 years, even though I was completely unhappy. So with today's video about failure, I want to start out with a quick anecdote from my day today, and I think maybe I'll try to include, something that happened from each day in successive video blogs here. And today I went to a city near here, just a quick road trip. It was about a 40-minute train ride. I was looking for a birthday present for a friend, and when I went out, as I've been doing recently, I've also been in the mindset of I'm going to go out and do my errands, do whatever I need to do, but I'm also going to look for opportunities to practice cold approach and practice my kind of getting over that fear of talking to girls. And the city was, well, doing the actual errand, getting the birthday present worked out just fine. And there wasn't really much happening in this part of town. It's really kind of dead, actually, on a Monday. But on the train ride home, there was a kind of cute girl that came on the subway, came on the train, and sat down sort of across, in the same car across from me. And we kind of made eye contact a couple of times, but the train started getting crowded, and I just let that fear get me sucked up into my own head, and we ended up, she was actually going to the same stop that I was to get off, and she actually stood right next to me as we were getting off the train, and this is really embarrassing to admit, but I couldn't do anything. Like, I was paralyzed by the fear. And in that moment, when she was walking away and I knew I'd lost my chance, I felt that sting of failure. And it's become a lot more noticeable now that I've started SSM and started doing a lot of the self-improvement stuff. And I just, I have two sides to this here. One part of me is I can't stand it. I hate that feeling of failure. And the other part of me is thinking that's necessary. Without the failure, there is no growth. So it's been really hard for me to kind of have those two mentalities together. On the one hand, fear is necessary for growth, but on the other hand, it stings and it sucks, and I hate that feeling. So, I guess my point with today's talk about failure is that right now I'm in the process of coming to grips with having being able to deal with that stinging feeling, that crappy feeling in the pit of your stomach when you know you didn't do something you should have, or when something doesn't work out the way you wanted it to. If you go in and try to have a conversation with some beautiful girl and she's just not having any of it, or she rejects you or whatever, that feeling of failure in the pit of your stomach, for me, that's really sharp right now, and it's something I want to get over. And I know that in order to grow, I have to continue to do that. I have to continue to put myself in situations where I'm going to fail. And it doesn't make it any easier, but I think just like doing this video blog challenge, putting myself out there and taking one step every day, no matter how small it is, and being willing to fail, I'm just trusting that eventually I'll reach whatever goal I'm working towards. So basically that's kind of my talk on failure. It's something that I'm struggling now to kind of come to grips with and really accept as a natural part of life and a natural part of the road to success. Whether it's in business, whether it's with girls, whether it's with health and fitness, failure is the only way to actually get success, to actually reach the end. And I'm totally convinced of that, but I'm still struggling with that sick feeling in the pit of your stomach when it actually happens. Well, I guess that's what I have to say about failure, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 3. Thanks for listening.